before you get buy-in, what are some of the prerequisites that are needed? And I think in order to get someone to want something in general, whether it's design systems or pizza or whatever it is, they have to feel some pain that allows them or wants them or drives them to want to change something. So if you're not hungry, or someone is not hungry, you are less likely to get them to want to take you to a pizza place or get pizza than if they were hungry. So the same thing is true with stakeholder buy-in for design systems. I think if people aren't hungry for design systems, which is kind of a weird thing to say, if people don't have a need or they don't feel pain, or they're like, I think we're doing fine, why do we need a system to help us do whatever, then it's going to be hard to get buy-in. So part of the prerequisite to me is you have to help expose pain that is already there, or you have to draw out some pain, point out some pain, so that people go, we need a solution to a particular problem, because that's what a design system is. It is a solution to a problem. So if nobody perceives that problem, then they're going to want it less. So I think that's a prerequisite for buy-in from stakeholders, from upper management, is they have to see that pain. They have to go, we are just shipping work so slowly and we need something to help us, or all of our stuff looks inconsistent and that's hurting our brand experience or customer experience. And so we need a solution to those kinds of problems. And then design system is a good way to present, a good thing to present as a solution to that problem. So that's thing one. And then thing two, what a lot of people do, I think, poorly with design systems, and specifically related to buy-in, is they have an idea for a design system, and before they build anything, they try to get buy-in on it, right? Like, oh, we have this great idea. It would be awesome if we had component libraries and UI kits and, guidelines and design tokens and all this stuff. And so they go, let's go to leadership and let's put together a case to present. And then let's try to get $1 million of funding, or $500,000 of funding, or 6 months of time in order to do this. And the problem is that you haven't built anything. So you have no traction. So generally stakeholders will say like, well, no, because we don't know what we're investing in. We're investing in vaporware right now. So what I often suggest is build something small. It might take an investment from you. It might be a little bit of extra weekend time, or come in to work a little bit early, or leave a little bit late for a couple of days. Build something small with a small team, or even just yourself, for 6 days. And then in those 6 days, you can say, well, with this 6 days of work, I saved a team 12 days of work. So now imagine if I would have done this for 6 weeks, maybe we could save teams 12 weeks of work then. So if you take that to leadership and you show there's traction here, that's much easier to invest in, right? It would be the same way as of an investor investing in a startup. If somebody goes to an investor with a startup idea, the investor would say, well, why don't you build a couple things first, see if you can get some users, and then if it's going well, then we'll invest in it. We'll pour our fuel on it in terms of money. So if design systems really are truly products, I think we need to show traction first in the products before you can expect an investor to want to invest in it.